Hello. Today's lesson is 10-9. It's called Draw a Picture to Solve a Problem. It's our last lesson on fractions. You've learned how to solve problems that use pictures to show information. Today you'll learn how to draw a picture to help you show what's happening in a problem. You've drawn pictures to show multiplication and division problems. Like here, you've got a problem 3 times 5 equals 15, and they've drawn apples, 3 apples in 5 groups to show that problem. Why is drawing a picture in math helpful? Students suggested it helps us visualize the problem from a story and helps us keep track of our work as we solve. Imagine it's your job to set up signs at equal distances along a 1-mile race course. You need to place signs at the starting line and also the finish line. What's one way to place them? How many signs will you need? It was a tough question, so we started by asking ourselves, what information do we know? Well, here's the important stuff in red. We know that we need to set up signs at equal distances. We know the whole distance is 1 mile. We know we need to have a sign at the starting line and the finish line. Then we asked ourselves, what are we asked to find? What is the question asking you to do, in other words? You need to know one way to place them, so you kind of can choose there, you have a choice. And you need to be able to answer how many signs will you need. Okay, so we started by drawing a picture. We made a number line like this, and then we put a 0 on the left and a 1 on the right. We have an option about how we want to place these signs. The question says, what is one way to place them? So we could choose to place them every 1/4 mile. How can you show signs every 1/4 mile? If we have a 0 on the left and a 1 on the right, we know the whole line is equal to 1. So how do we break that whole into 4 equal parts? Students have a hard time making equal parts, so I helped today by showing them you could draw a line in the middle first to make halves, and then make each half into halves by drawing a line in the middle of each half. That makes 4 pretty close to equal parts. So how many signs will we need? At this point, we only need to count the vertical lines to answer the question. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertical lines, the lines that go up and down, and I can mark them with 1/4, and I know that 5 markers are needed. We did another problem like that. Roy made a coat rack using a board that was 7 feet long. He put 1 hook on each end of the board. He also put a hook at each foot between the 2 ends. How many hooks in all did he use? Again, draw a picture to solve. You've got a number line like this, 7 feet long total, with the 0 marked all the way through the 7. How many hooks did he use? He used 8. Beth put 6 squares together to make a rectangle. There are 2 rows of squares. Each row has 3 squares. How many pairs of sides touch each other in the rectangle? Ooh, you really have to think about what the question's asking and what you know. You know that there are 6 squares altogether, 2 rows, 3 square in each row. So hopefully you're picturing that in your mind. Next, what are you asked to find? You're asked to find how many pairs of sides touch each other. What should your picture show? Well, it should show 6 squares altogether in 2 rows with 3 in each row. Something like that, and then you can just count the sides that touch. And that was it for today.